Hello, test it. Hello, okay. All right. Oh shoot. Let's talk business here. Let's talking to you here, guys. Welcome back to Let's Paint TV. I am your host, Mr. Let's Paint. Out for another jaunt into our plexiglass hyperboles of assorted nonsense, keepsakes, chutskis, whatever it is. We will engage with you, interact with you for the next 58 minutes, and maybe a little then some, or not. Thanks again for being here. 818-528-4516. That is the number, 818-528-4516. Talking about anything that may be on your mind. However, we do focus on the hyperbole, the hyperbatodes. I suspect we do. I'm not sure if we do always. I don't know if we ever touch that. If what is touched is just really a scratch, touching the surface. Do we really dig deep? Are we digging deep? Can we dig deep? Can we go further and further through into the gutter, into the trenches, into the sewer system, into the middle of the earth? How far can we dig? How far do we want to dig deep? We could do that. Between the two of us here, we can extrapolate our senses, open up our thoughts to a new dimension. Do 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 do. How do we do that? It's always a good question. We don't quite always know. Jason, if you could paint the government in shutdown, how would it look? Says Jason Sims. Okay, great question. How would we do that? I'm not out of paint. I'm out of paint thinner, believe it or not. It's one of these ongoing battles with materials, and I've mentioned this before. I'm about 15 miles away from any art supply store, and sometimes it's just such a pain to drive 15 miles in the city of Los Angeles, anywhere. And so I'm waiting. I'm waiting for an order of new paint thinner to be shipped to me. So I didn't plan correctly. But if I were to paint the government in shutdown, what would it look like? Well, let's see. Let's ponder. Actually, there's hope. There's hope apparently that the shutdown is just a big facade and bullshit. To ravel and get people upset, and but then they knew deep down they weren't going to really shut down, and they're going to extend and pass it down the road, which I've always been a big fan of, kicking things down the road. I know conservatives like the idea of solving everything right now and pay all the bills right up front. But that's just not, and they throw that out as a reasoning point for their deep down rooted structuralist approach to their policy making. And the thing is that they're fooling themselves and they're fooling you to think that does not kick the can down the road, and one does not have their children and their grandchildren have to fork the bills for what we have done today. Oh my God. Oh, our children are going to have to fork the bill for all this catastrophe because we keep... Been saying that for many years, and really it's just the reality. That's why we have credit cards, people. We don't live beyond our means. We live exponentially without our means, ways and means. It is the way of life. It's ridiculous to think that one is going to just have it all figured out. What are you going to just buy your house straight up with cash? You're going to buy your car straight up? Well, if you could, great. But that's not how life works. Let's see. All right, so how would we paint that? I didn't really answer the question, did I? Where would you surely be people setting themselves on fire and cars racing around the Capitol? There would be surely people racing around themselves, setting themselves on fire. That's already happening, Whitney, isn't that right? That has already happened. I guess that would be in the painting, wouldn't it? Those people, I think those people were watching too much CNN, Fox News, and all that. Honestly, if you wanna survive this the impending nonsense that is mushed out, hashed out by our government and political figures, just don't watch the bullshit news crap, because they are being lambasted with stuff that to get you all excited, and whatever side you're on. You get really excited about thinking that the other side is truly evil. Though I really do think that the Republicans are evil. I do kind of think they're evil, but I know that they're trying to do their best, and I think on many levels they are trying to do their best, and they are looking out for their constituents and all that. So. But I think deep down there may be some evil aspects to them. I think it's been proven, frankly, with the racism, inherent racism, and also just sort of class structure analysis that they try to put out. They don't look good, as far as I'm concerned. They're not good at showing sympathy at all. You love lamb, Jason? Now look, you got me started here. I don't really want to talk about politics here, because I am one of these bleeding heart liberals that can go conservative on thinking at times. So I guess I'm sort of in the middle of the road. I'm a middle of the road bleeding heart liberal that sometimes might accept a conservative cause of sorts, I guess. I'm no fan of raising taxes. I'll tell you that. But what the heck? I guess at times you need to. At times you need to kick the can down the road. I've talked about this many times, and it's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's just stupid thinking to think that you can just stop it all and cross all the T's and dot all the I's before we go to the next day. And that's just not how the world works. That's not how we evolve. You can't. Do you pay all your bills? Do you wipe your ass for the? Okay, do you wipe your ass for right now? Wipe your ass for the rest of the time to the end of time, so you don't have to wipe your ass ever again. Come on. Just stupid. It's just money. Come on. It's just money. there's this whole thing about economics and trying to people try to balance the budget and this and that. Okay, I get it, because it is relatively it's a good idea. Obviously, it's an idealistic idea. Let's just put it that way. It's ideal. Ideally, we want to try to do that, but ideally, it's impossible. I just and anyone who can explain how economics works is it's just a mess. Is that's really how you explain economics? It's just a big mess. It's a big amoeba. You got geopolitical bullshit going on. You have geothermal. You have natural disasters. You have all these things that come into play. Things come in all right and left. You have changes in the way people think. Thank God, hopefully we're advancing. We're thinking. We're not enslaving hopefully people anymore, even though that's still happening. So there's change, and so economically, it has to be an amoeba. It has to be a give and take, and you just can't balance the budget ever. It doesn't work. You're gonna have some years where shit just doesn't work. A government has to understand that, or a company has to understand that, right? It's a business. Companies don't understand, or they're going to have some lame years, lame months, where things don't work out, but you don't just quit. You don't just go bankrupt. No, you just push the can down the road for another day, and that day will come, and it'll be a better day. That's how you go. That's how you live, people. Stupid to think that you're just gonna, we gotta solve it all right now. Get everything solved now. You don't get everything solved now. Just push the can down the road. It's nice and sunny, Valerie. Thanks for asking. Nice and sunny. It was raining yesterday. And today it is not, though it's a little chilly, and it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice for Los Angeles. Thanks for asking. It's Let's Bank TV. I am, oh damn it, I do that every once in a while, and it happened again. I lost my little fuzzy thing on my microphone, and I don't know where it went. And it happened so quickly, I don't know where it went. And this is a problem that I am determined to figure out how to solve at the moment right now. 818-528-4516. We're taking your calls here while I see if I can find my microphone. Guys, I maybe out of line, and I really try not to talk about politics because really, honestly, I guess I have my 2 cents, but what did I do with that stupid mic, man? That little fuzzy thing. Where are you, fuzzy thing? Shoot. This is not good, man. This is not good. I think I just lost it, or did I lose it a long time ago? That's one of those things, Did one lose? Well, I did. That's true. I did lose it. Many times ago. Chilly. It's still a tad bit chilly, but it's going to warm up, and it's not that bad actually. I overreact. I'm kind of a wimp about cold and being cold, and actually maybe it's because I don't have any hair on my head. I will be wearing a hat anytime I get a little breeze coming through. Now where is that? Damn it! It's just driving me crazy now. It's just nothing but bullshit stopping you, and I need to solve it. See, I need to solve it now. I need to solve this problem now. I'm going to stop everything and solve it. No, I got to solve it now. I can't just, I'll worry about it later. No, got to solve things now. We gotta fix it now. Fix it now. Ugh! And
if I can't fix it now, we're going to go off the cliff and die. Ah! Okay, and you can see this is a perfect example. Perfect example of how something is ridiculous if you let it get to you like such as this. This is just ridiculous because I am going to be looking for this thing that the little fuzzy thing that you put on top of the mic that falls off conveniently every couple of weeks. And I'm going through I'm looking everywhere that I can possibly look, and it ain't there. It ain't there. But I'm going to keep looking, and maybe I'll solve it. Maybe I will solve it. Oh, I do see it. Oh, yes, I do see it. It's there. We solved it. We're not going to go off the cliff, people. We're not going to die. And why? Because we decided to stay with it. And we're going to solve all the problems right now, people. We're going to solve all the problems. Yeah. We're going to solve all the problems. Yes. It's going to be all figured out. We're going to have a balanced budget, people. Okay, so, all right. It's right there. It's underneath, and I'm going to get it. So, it's there. I just got to figure out how to get to it. I see it now. I see it. But I can't get to it. How am I going to get I need like a stick or something. Okay, let's see. Just a second here. Oh. Yeah. Oh, where did you go? No, I'm from the other angle. I can't see it as much. Where are you? Where the fuck? Okay, I saw it on this side. But why can't I see it on the other side? Damn. Why? Make it so damn difficult. Keep the eye on the prize, John. Keep the eye on the prize. Keep the eye on the prize. All right, let's see. Let me put the mic away for a second here. All right. Yeah. There you go. Okay. Got it. Oh. Yeah. Got it, baby. Got it. We solved all the problems in the world because we stayed with it. And we didn't push the can down the road. Okay, that defeats all my purpose of pushing the can down the road. Well, I guess lesson learned. The lesson learned here is if you can't solve it right away or within reasonable amount of time, if you can't wipe your ass, kick it down the road. Pass it on to somebody else. Let someone else do it. You can't solve all the problems always, but sometimes you can. It's worth a shot to do just that. 818-528-4516. We are in the thralls of another exciting program here at Let's Paint TV, where we don't always paint, do we? No, we don't. But we like to talk about painting. Here's a painting I'm kind of working on. It is a painting of Pershing Square in downtown Los Angeles. It's sort of a, well, it's not a commission, but it's like on spec, it's like on spec. So I'm kind of, there's a fool about me that will do shit like that, where I'm not really getting paid, but I'll do it on spec, and there ain't no money coming in yet, and there might not ever be. So why the hell did I even bother, or why did I even say I'd do that? But it's one of those things. Sometimes you do these things. What can I say? All right. Amoeba in a burger, says Matt. I'm paying homage to the French hombres, the French painters.
All right, Frop's got to go to work. Okay. Anyway, that was exciting. We just solved the budget crisis, which you kind of knew that they would just kind of end up doing that. That they would just pass the can down the road, and that's just you just do that. That's if you can't find it, you can't. If it's not easy enough, I guess. Look, in a nutshell, that's what we just did. We just solved the crisis. Fortunately, we were able to find the little problem, solve it within the duration of as much as I was willing to look for it and keep looking for it. But at some point, you got to make a decision. One makes a decision to move on, and do other things. Because it's like having the toilet being clogged, and if it's clogged and you keep on trying to shove stuff down the toilet and it keeps on getting clogged, you're not solving the problem, are you? You're not solving the problem. And so, you got to call for, a plumber ultimately, or do something else with your time, And so that's what we got to do. How much effort do we want to put into something? That's what we got to think about sometimes in life. How much effort? Oh, and then like with the media and politicians, they just keep on coming to all this shit. We got to fucking. And then once we resolve it, or we kick the can down the road, what do? What do they think? Do you think they all go play golf and they high five each other? No, the media and the politicians and people get all upset about something else. We're gonna get upset about something else. And then they got to solve it. They got to deal with that. So it's like, and the thing is it interesting that it's never two things. We never have two things to go with the end of the world. No. It's all conveniently one thing to deal with. What was it last month? We had Syria going to war to Syria. The world can blow up the world. Russia will blow up the world. Iran, Iraq. Conveniently, it's just one thing. I don't think we can handle two of them. Let's get two of it. Yeah, we just can't. We can't focus. But maybe we should. Maybe we should try to take it all on. Take on all the possibilities of solving all these problems. Politicians, the media, people. But honestly, it's just not possible. It blow up. We blow up, people. You blow up. So one thing at a time. I think it was probably a nice way to devote our energies into this thing and point out how we hate the other side and point out the other side's flaws, which both sides have plenty of them. I would say that the Republicans tend to have more. But I'm biased. But it's pretty clear. It's pretty clear that the right-wing Republican Tea Party side is the side that is the side for racism and the side for rich people. It's pretty clear. There's no ifs, ands, and buts on that. Okay, you can battle back and go, well, some of your rich ass Republican legislators are the richest people in Congress. Blah blah blah. Oh fuck! I don't care about that. Fuck that shit. I don't care. I don't care. Yeah, there's rich people on both sides. But what's the deep down? The core? It's all about being a racist and being about hating other people besides white people. All right. You got me started. Damn it. Don't get me started on this shit. Having said that, you know the thing is that I may believe in that, and I want to believe in that, but there are a lot of weird things that happen because you have a Democratic president in office. Things that you would go crazy if it was a Republican, and keep that in mind, because a lot of weird shit gets slipped in because you have the so-called liberal president in, and so. It's not like we're having, we still got war going on, right? I mean, we got the wars and shit like that. So, and a lot of weird shit goes down that you would say, what? I thought our cool-ass, liberal-ass president was going to be fucking solving the world and saving the world and bringing us back into some sort of a happy land. And all he's doing is continuing the, sort of the asshole agenda of the United States. So, in that sense, there is, as they've been said, or as said, or will be said, as said, always, someone will say, there is no difference. There is no difference. But I'd say there is still a difference. There's still a difference in at least on a small level. I couldn't say what happens when you enter the White House. I think something happens. I think. When you enter that White House, whatever principles you have, you walk in there, you get changed right away. Anyway, that's my 2 cents here. So government shutdown, it's just a bunch of hot air, and you'd be a fool to buy into it too much. We're still going to be here, guys. It's not World War III, all right? It's not World War III. We'll be okay. Uh, 818-528-4516. Did I offend you on any level? I probably had. I think I might have hurt someone's feelings out there. I generally will not talk about politics, but of course I just got into it today. Like I said, I don't really have any answers. I just pointing out the obvious a little bit, or at least the stereotype obvious, at the very least. I think it's not, that's really kind of what it is, a stereotype, and it's, of course it's my own bias and stereotypes that I see combined. And there's always an answer, or there's always the other side, the other point. I find, which is an interesting point, since we're staying with politics here, sometimes you see these talk shows and they love to bring up the Solyndra, or whatever that fucking doomboggle of a project for sun energy, solar energy, and they spent, the government spent $500 million on Solyndra, and it just went bankrupt, and it was a big waste of money. Things happen. That government does things that, idealistically, they want to do good things, and these things happen. And yet they love to throw those things out as, that's perfect reason why the government is a fuck up, and don't let the government do everything and do anything or try to help you out. So no Obamacare, no national health care, just like the rest of the world has. We can't have national health care because of Solyndra. What kind of bullshit is that? So that's why we don't have national health care, because of a fuck up in the government. You talk to everybody in all these other fucking countries about national health care, their national health care, they all love it. Yes, okay, they don't all love it, but they pretty much like it a lot. A lot of people like it a lot. You hear more people talking about how they like their health care. Well, Solyndra, well, that's all I got for you. That's all I got for you. Why we shouldn't do Obamacare is because Solyndra, let's bring up Solyndra again, $500 million. Fucking, that's all you got? That's all you got is your fucking Solyndra shit? Give me a break. Fucking, what are you, what are you, the political, you're the fucking, the spokesman for the Romney fucking presidential campaign? What the fuck? Get the fuck off my fucking TV screen, you fuckhead. Solyndra. Get the fuck out of here with your Solyndra shit. The fuck you with your Solyndra. I don't care about Solyndra. Fuck that shit. I'll tell you what, we're going to have fucking national health care, and that's how it's going to go down, bitch. Fuck that. Well, Solyndra, you guys, government fucked up with Solyndra, fucking $500 million. That's all I got for you. So no national health care because government fucked up. Yeah, well, Solyndra, yeah, they fucked up. They fucked up and $500 million bankrupt for some solar project when we should have been fucking drilling for oil off the coast of California. Nuclear power plants everywhere. That's what we should have done. But no, you fucked up with Solyndra, $500 million, government. So no national health care for you fuckheads. That's all you got? That's all you got? Fuck you. Fuck you on that shit. Anyway, you got me going. Got me going. It's in me. I guess I let it out. It's good to let it out. Let it out, guys. If you're not big on healthcare, we talked about national healthcare or Obamacare or whatever, affordable whatever. And then they talk about, like to say, oh yeah, blah 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 blah. And look, there's going to be some lumps. There's going to be some lumps and gravy. It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be some Solyndras out there. There's going to be some Solyndras, okay? Government makes mistakes. People make mistakes. But I'd rather have government watching over, like the EPA, FDA. I want someone else looking over than some fucking rich cat motherfucking business that's, oh, we're going to police our own shit. Yeah. We don't need any government interference here. We got control. We know what we're doing with our nuclear waste. Oh yeah. Our pollution, that we're just going to flush it down the toilet. That should be fine. We don't need a government to tell us to do that. No. So here's the deal. There's going to be problems. There's going to be some Solyndra $500 million boondoggle bullshit, fucking waste of money. But we'll work it out. We'll work it out. I remember hearing Clinton say this, President Clinton say this. He said, because we like, one will point out, look, all these other Western countries, first world countries, have national health care, and they're quite happy about it. Yeah, there's some problems with it, but overall, they get high marks. And President Clinton said this, which was very telling about probably our situation here in terms of Americans and sort of not wanting to acquiesce or acknowledge that other countries might be doing something better. There's sort of that idea that we don't, we could figure it out ourselves kind of thing. We don't want to look to other countries for ideas ever because we are Americans and we are number one. So I thought that was pretty telling. It's kind of true in some sense. Sculpt how fucked the world can be, says Jason. Yeah. Okay, so Matt, you're still trying to hang on to your NHS, National Health something. So they're trying to take it away over there, huh? Yeah, it's a mess. Look, I'm upset, I got upset, partially for theatrics. I got upset, but I guess deep down there was some truth on my point here, frustration at least, and it will be some lumps. There'll be definitely some lumps and gravies here, but yeah, that's weird. So they are trying to take it away over there. So that's weird, huh? You know what it is? I'll tell you what the deal is. The deal is it's ultimately money, making money off the profits of the healthcare industry, and so that's where most people are going to want to. That's why they will not like any kind of sort of government takeover or subsidized whatever. And they got some points. Look, there's some points here to be made from the other side. And in fact, what you have on the line, no, we don't. No one's on the line. If you want to come on the line, talk to me about it. You're welcome to tell me the points. Like I said, I'm able to go. I'm able to listen to the other side. I can get influenced potentially. But deep down, I probably won't. But I will hear you out. Look, I will hear you out. All right. National Health something, says Matt. Yeah, that's the name of the national health care in the United Kingdom. United Kingdom. Look, there's going to be problems. Look. Mita. Thank God. I'll tell you what. Thank God for the Hippocratic Oath. That's all I'm going to say. And in that sense, we all have health care because a doctor is supposed to take care of you. And that's why, anyone can pretty much go to an emergency room and get help if they're going to be about to die. You might go bankrupt afterwards if you had any money then. See, I think the thing is that if you have money, then you probably should get health care insurance, regardless of national health care or whatever, just to protect your assets. But if you have no assets, then you just go to get health care without it, and you won't have to pay for it. So that's really the story. That's how it's been the way anyway. Maybe it should just stay that way. But the problem is that, again, big business, insurance companies, and whatever else, medical care lobbies, whatever the fuck it is, money, make money. They fucked us over. That's the problem. That's the real problem. Inflation, blah, blah, blah. But you fucked up. You guys fucked up. You guys went past the rate of inflation, of normal operating inflation of what people make and blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, I understand. You know, a house cost $40,000 maybe in 1970 is now worth, you know, $1 million today. Or at least that, you know, potentially, depending on where you bought the home and all that. And so yes, things go up in time. But you guys fucked up because you guys jacked up the prices because of greed. You fucked up private insurance companies. And that's why the government came in and is coming in and trying to, you know, clean it up. They're not going to do a great job, but they'll do a better job than you, fucks. All right, that's my 2 cents here today. So you guys all fucked up. Everybody fucked up, and you too, in particular. You fucked up. I'm talking to myself too. I fucked up. Yeah, it was supposed to be a family show. I started swearing too much today. All right. Now, Whitney says plenty of doctors and hospitals turn down people for lack of insurance, oath, or no. I suppose that can happen. But in theory, you're not supposed to do that. And there are places that they will take you. Like, now, private hospitals will probably can get away with turning you away, but a county hospital, basically, they have to take everybody. And, of course, you have to wait in line and all that. And I guess the problem also, okay, fantastic. The problem too about, you know, sort of a nationalized healthcare, and the problem I've heard about, say, in Canada or in Europe, or maybe in particular Britain, there are long lines or waiting lists to get particular procedures. Now that's a problem. That's not good. However, I think we are smart enough as Americans. Let's bring back the American thing again. Since I think I'm talking to only Americans, or not so much Americans, but people that live in the United States. What should we call ourselves? Because we're not really Americans, North Americans, or well, whatever. I can't even. I don't know how to say what I am. By saying I'm an American says that, well, that doesn't say anything. I'm South American, what the fuck am I, right? All right, well, how do we call ourselves? I guess most people just end up saying American. Anyway. That's about it, far as I know. I think it's a good thing. It's not going to be always good, but I think it's going to be a good thing. I think it's interesting too that whatever side you're on, they want to point out, you know, the downsides of it all. And from what I can tell, I don't know where they're getting their information, you know, but they always pull out information that shows how it's going to be way too expensive now for certain people. And I'll tell you what, if that's the case, then we got to fix it. It should be straight up. If your insurance went up because of Obamacare, that should not be allowed. You know what I mean? Straight up. Straight up, don't do me like that. Don't fuck me over, Obamacare. Oh, don't jack up my rates. You know? So, yeah, I'll take you. I'll take that. Let's take this call here on the program. First call of the day. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from? Okay, we can't take music. You can't play music on the program here. All right, 818-528-4516. Yeah, look. So if anyone can point that, I think we should solve that. That should be number one. No one's insurance should be going up. Just shouldn't. If anything, it should go down. If it doesn't go down, it should not go up. That's the last thing you want to have people do is complain. Look, my insurance went up because of Obamacare. Yeah, look, Obamacare people, solve that problem, and you got everybody. You'll get a lot more people.
Anyway, should we talk about painting, or should we talk more about health insurance? I don't know. That's what it was all about anyway, right? This government shutdown was all about the health insurance. How about that Cruz guy? To me, that guy's just a straight up asshole, you know. And all these people who are, there was actually an interesting thing. People thought, oh, these Tea Party people, they're going to lose their jobs. They're going to get voted out of office. They're not. You know why? Because they are from solid, 100% solid right-wing states, or not so much states, but territories, districts. They're not getting voted office. In fact, they're voting what supposedly their constituents want. So they're going to keep doing that. But I think there's some dumbass people over there, frankly. So those people are poor. That's the weird thing. Is they're poor people, and then they vote for Republicans. I just don't understand that. I totally don't understand that. All right, we're solving the world's problems today. Should we talk about Syria? Or no, that was last month. Anyway, 818-528-4516. Just a few more minutes here on the program. Anyway, so that's what's going down here. I guess not any kind of painting of any sorts, but we laid down the line here on government shutdown, which it looks like they're going to solve it. Which we all kind of know that's going to be the case, I suppose, or not. Maybe they won't. Maybe they shouldn't. It's terrible to think this, but there's a part of me that wants to just see them do it. You know, just go over the line. It's like watching a car wreck. You know. I guess. Anyway, so you're better off not watching any of that nonsense. I think the best thing that happened to me was I stopped getting Fox News or an MSNBC News. I stopped getting that nonsense. Both sides. I got none of it. And it's I'm living a little better because I'm not getting upset about it all. Which I guess I'm liable to do. Though I get upset, but then again, I'm not really that upset about it. It doesn't really matter. See, does it really matter in the end? I guess it does. Obviously, yes, it does. But in a small way, individually, whatever does matter, it's for a short period of time, and things change, and you change, one changes, and so you look back on some of this stuff you get upset about, and you go, man, why did I get all upset about this? You know, why do I even care? I mean, so what? You know, like when you're about to die, you're just, that's it. Does it really matter? Did it really matter what you fought for? You know, I know I'm being slightly facetious here, but in some ways, does it really matter? I guess it does. I'd say it would. I would say it does. Maybe.
I think there's I think there's something deeper here that we just haven't really, we don't ever really know in whatever circumstance. I think in the end, though, for the better of the world and humanity, as best we can, I think that's sort of the best goal that everyone should have. But I guess that's the fight, is to decide what that is. But if we look back in the past, you can see how things were clearly wrong, and there are clearly things wrong today too. I mean, you got the people in the whole thing about in Russia about you cannot tell anyone that you're gay, kind of thing, or whatever that was about or is about. I mean, that's pretty wrong. I mean, what is that about? And yet, that's there. That's a national world, or that's something that they have decided as a government to prosecute. And I guess they're really afraid of, they're buying into that Sodom and Gomorrah fable, which I guess is still very prevalent in Christianity, or at least conservative Christianity, which I guess that is something to be to consider. But see, you go back to the Bible too now, and we're about done here as we talk about the world. If you look at that stuff in the world, in the Bible way back when, I mean, there was people talking about sacrificing their first child, male child, right? What? Come on. There's no way that was a good thing to do. There's just not, so that the, so that the, have a good crop this year. What is that? That's just asinine. And we do that still to this day. We do stupid things like that because we are idiots. People, our brains are stupid. For a collective. Talking about the whole entire world, we are stupid. Not individually, not groups, but as a gigantic collective of people, we can't fucking muster up any kind of clear conviction to say that this is wrong. Whatever these things are wrong, there's a lot of wrong shit out there. I would eat vegan. I wouldn't mind being a vegan, but I'm not. But I wouldn't mind doing so. I just don't. I haven't figured out how to do it. I don't think it seems like it's like hard work. And it shouldn't. But I didn't know. There's a lot of people. I know people that are plenty happy and find ways of being vegan and all that. But no, I haven't figured that out. And then also, I think the main thing I haven't figured out is dealing with the protein and feeling weak because of not any, protein. Or the protein seemed not like it was enough protein or something. I don't know. I haven't figured that out. But I wouldn't mind doing it, I guess. Jason says that's why intelligent species won't come to our planet. Yeah, I don't know. I guess so. I guess so. I guess that could be the case. I don't. Or they're already here, and that we are then have parts of them in us. And they're, and if you think about, like, say, getting back to like angels and fallen angels and just even prophets that are reverend and people prophets, those kind of types. maybe they were, they came down, sort of like, like Jesus, perfect example. Jesus, who's to say he was not some sort of alien that came down? God might be an alien, right? We don't know. I don't think we'll ever. I still believe that no one really knows any of this stuff. But I'll say that the best thing to be said here is that the right way to go on all this is the compassion thing of others and sympathy, compassion, support, all that kind of stuff. That is universally, it's got to be a good thing. It's just got to be. Having said that, most countries were created from killing and revolution and all that. So we're fucked up. But we could change. Change is good. All right. Well, anyways, thanks to everybody for being here. We had we got a couple more minutes left? Okay, a couple more minutes left here. Yeah, I didn't do any painting, but whatever. As mentioned, I'm out of paint thinner. I have just a teeny bit of paint thinner left. Just like about that much. And I got this painting that, like I said earlier, that I'm working on. It's I'm working from a photograph. It's coming along. I like potentially what's going on there. So I'm gonna try to work on that today, later on. If I want to. That's the plan. That's my plan. And then I'll probably really be out of paint thinner. And I'm just going to have to break down and go to the damn store, which is about... I think there's an art store that I can go to that's maybe more like 6 or 7 miles away. I suppose I'll just have to break down and go. Anyway, thanks again, big guys. Look, if I offended you, I'm sorry about that. But shit happens. Other than that... we'll work this out. I guess. But I think what we take out of this is and I'm susceptible to this, and that is letting outside things get to you so much that you get upset. I know it's important to do, but I guess you need to pick and choose what are you going to get upset about. I mean, so go for it, I guess. And one needs to let it out. So do it, as I just did today, I guess. But I think in the end, you got to ask yourself, what's it all about? But kicking the can down the road is not a bad thing. It is a good thing, frankly. You just can't have it all figured out. I mean, I got fortunate. I found that little fuzzy ball on top of my microphone because I stayed with it. I focused in on it. But there was a point where had I not found it, I would have had to stop and keep going anyway. And just keep that in mind. You got to keep going anyway, no matter what. Possibly. Though a timeout's good too. Okay, that's the show today. Thanks again for being here. We'll be doing something else tomorrow. I don't know. We don't know what we're doing, but we're here every day, Monday through Friday, 11 to 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. Tell your friends. You donate, letspainttv.com, or buy paintings. Their shop. I got a shop there, Let's Paint TV. Facebook, all that stuff. Twitter. I even do Instagram, which is a new deal. Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Hang in there. And don't get too upset, though. It does happen. Bye-bye.